that are in the position to actually know the people's names on the list, those people are probably in trouble.
Yeah.
Because that's a crazy piece of information to have.
Look.
No one's been tried. No one's been brought. No one's been discussed. We know who went there.
In death, the secrets of Jeffrey Epstein remain tightly guarded. But earlier this year, I spearheaded a Wired investigation that uncovered the data of almost 200 mobile phones belonging to visitors to his infamous pedophile island. The data was so precise, we were able to map the paths of these visitors to within centimeters, including their neighborhoods, buildings of origins, and the paths they took.
When people found out that Ellen was mean, and all these people came out and said, Ellen's actually a bitch. And everyone, whoa, I can't believe it. And she lost everything. She fell apart, disappeared, because people found out that this character that she was portraying in a half an hour on a television show is not really who she was. My buddy Greg, who was one of her writers, was like, she's a piece of shit. And he was like, she's a...
For many years, people around the world have wondered what secrets were hidden behind the Jeffrey Epstein case. Even after his death, the story has never fully gone away. Questions still remain, and many people believe that important information about powerful individuals has never been completely revealed. One of the biggest mysteries is the list of people who were connected to Epstein. Flight logs, visitor records, and other documents show that many wealthy and influential figures had contact with him at different times. However, very few of those names have faced serious legal consequences. This has led many observers to ask the same question again and again. If so many powerful people were connected to him, why has almost no one been held responsible? Some journalists and investigators have tried to dig deeper into the case. Earlier this year, a major investigation looked into mobile phone data connected to visitors who traveled to Epstein's private island. The information reportedly included signals from nearly 200 different phones. Using modern technology, researchers were able to track where those devices came from and how they moved before reaching the island. The data was extremely detailed. It could show not only which cities the visitors came from, but even the specific neighborhoods and buildings connected to the devices. In some cases, it traced the exact routes those visitors took before arriving at Epstein's island. For investigators, this kind of information is valuable because it can reveal patterns of movement and possible connections between people. Despite discoveries like these, the public still feels that many parts of the story remain hidden. Millions of documents connected to the case have been released over the years, but many sections are heavily censored. Names have been blacked out, entire pages removed, and key details kept secret. Because of that, people are left trying to fill in the missing pieces themselves.
Well, you know where that is too, right? It's a similar image to that, right?
No.
I know Jamie does.
What is it?
It's on the set of a famous talk show that's now not on anymore.
Oh, Ellen? Was that Ellen?
Yeah.
Really?
When information is incomplete, speculation often fills the gaps. Social media has played a huge role in spreading both real evidence and wild theories. Some posts present facts from official documents, while others repeat rumors that may not have any proof at all. The mixture of truth and speculation has created a confusing environment where it is difficult to know what is real. One name that recently started appearing in online discussions is television host Ellen DeGeneres. Some viral posts claimed that she was somehow connected to Epstein's network. These claims spread quickly across social media platforms and were viewed by millions of people. However, the situation is more complicated than those posts suggest. Some insiders who have reviewed the Epstein files say that the accusations involving Ellen are completely fabricated. Others claim there may be small references to her name in emails or forwarded messages, but not in any documents proving criminal activity. The difference between those two possibilities is very important. Being mentioned in an email or appearing in a news article is not the same as being involved in a crime. Yet on the internet, these distinctions often disappear and rumors grow larger than the facts. Part of the renewed attention toward Ellen happened after reports said she moved out of the United States and settled in the English countryside with her wife, Portia de Rossi. The couple purchased a farmhouse in a peaceful rural area and said they wanted to escape the tense political atmosphere in America. Some observers accepted that explanation without question. Others thought the timing looked suspicious because it happened around the same period when discussions about the Epstein files were becoming popular again online.
And Portia de Rossi moved to England after Trump election win.
Ellen and Portia have settled into a new home in the Cotswolds, a region in southwest England about 2 hours from London. We're told that the couple scooped up the place before the election, but were very disillusioned with Trump's victory, and as one source put it, they immediately decided to, quote-unquote, get the hell out.
The United Kingdom also has its own connection to the Epstein case, mainly through Prince Andrew. His association with Epstein has been widely reported for years and has created serious controversy for the British royal family. Because of that history, some internet commentators believed Ellen's move to England must have been connected to the scandal. But moving to another country is not illegal, and many celebrities own homes in different parts of the world. In fact, after about a year, Ellen reportedly purchased another property in Montecito, California, and began splitting her time between the United States and the United Kingdom. Montecito is a wealthy coastal community known for its luxury homes and famous residents. Oprah Winfrey, Prince Harry, and Meghan Markle all live in the same area. For rich public figures, it is a place where privacy and security are easier to maintain. Even so, conspiracy theories continued to grow. Old videos from Ellen's talk show began circulating again online. One example involved early interviews with Justin Bieber, who appeared on the show many times when he was still a teenager starting his music career. At the time, those appearances were seen as friendly and lighthearted moments between a young singer and a famous television host. But years later, some viewers began rewatching the clips with a more suspicious attitude. They claimed that certain jokes or questions now felt uncomfortable when viewed through the lens of later scandals in the entertainment industry. Adding to the confusion, other rumors suggested that newly uncovered emails connected to Epstein mentioned Ellen's name. Some viral posts even claimed she had acted as a madam who introduced young performers to powerful individuals. These accusations spread quickly, but investigators have not confirmed any evidence proving them.
I was a producer on the Ellen DeGeneres show, won 4 Emmys, and would give them all back to have that time in my life. I had an NDA where I couldn't talk about her. And then now that she fled to England, which to me, like, the deportation thing is starting out on the right foot. And I think she wanted to move to a country, England, where being called the C word is kind of like a good thing.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You kind of blend in a little bit.
Yeah.
It's not as harsh.
Yeah.
In reality, the documents released so far contain millions of pages. Many of them include forwarded emails, news articles, and random conversations between people who had nothing to do with crimes. Just because someone's name appears somewhere in those files does not automatically mean they were involved in illegal activity. Another factor that made the situation more complicated is Ellen's past connection to several high-profile celebrities. During her years hosting one of the most popular daytime television programs, she interviewed hundreds of famous guests. Some of those individuals have later faced their own controversies. For example, music producer Sean Diddy Combs is now facing serious legal accusations. Because he once appeared on Ellen's show and moved in the same celebrity circles, some internet users began linking their names together as part of larger theories. Justin Bieber's early career connections also became part of the conversation. Some reports claim he has struggled emotionally while processing new revelations about powerful people he met when he was young. However, none of those reports prove that Ellen herself was involved in any wrongdoing. At the same time, criticism of Ellen's personality had already been growing before the Epstein rumors appeared. Several former employees from her talk show described a difficult workplace environment. One writer, Greg Fitzsimmons, said she could be harsh and intimidating during production meetings. Those comments created a very different image from the cheerful personality Ellen presented on television. Her public brand had always focused on kindness and positivity. Hearing former staff describe a more demanding and sometimes unpleasant atmosphere shocked many fans. Still, being difficult to work with is not the same as committing a crime. Yet, when multiple controversies appear around the same person, public trust can fade quickly. Other famous names have also been connected to Epstein in various ways. Former U.S. President Bill Clinton acknowledged that he flew on Epstein's private plane in the past, but insisted the trips were related to charity work and that he ended contact long before the criminal investigation became public. Hillary Clinton has also denied having any personal relationship with Epstein, though her name appears in some of the released documents through indirect references. Online speculation has gone even further in some cases. Certain internet users have compared the set of Ellen's talk show to buildings on Epstein's Island, claiming they look similar. Others have tried to link random moments from award shows or public appearances to hidden messages. Most of these theories collapse when examined closely. For example, a widely shared claim suggested that Ellen's famous pizza ordering joke at the 2014 Oscars was secretly connected to a dark conspiracy theory known as Pizzagate. That theory has already been thoroughly debunked by investigators. Even so, these stories continue to circulate because many people feel frustrated by the lack of clear answers in the Epstein case. When powerful individuals appear connected to scandals but never face legal consequences, public suspicion grows. Another strange rumor suggested that Ellen might secretly be related to the British royal family. Supporters of this idea pointed to distant genealogical connections that trace back hundreds of years. In reality, those kinds of family links are extremely common among people of European ancestry and do not prove anything unusual. What this situation really shows is how quickly misinformation can spread when trust in institutions begins to break down. When people feel that powerful figures are protected from accountability, they become more likely to believe extreme theories. The truth about the Epstein case is still incomplete. Many documents remain hidden or censored. Investigators continue to review evidence, but the public has only seen part of the picture. What we do know is that Epstein had connections with many influential people in business, politics, and entertainment. Some of those individuals have admitted knowing him socially, while others deny any meaningful relationship. At the same time, no official investigation has charged Ellen DeGeneres with any crime related to Epstein. Her name may appear in discussions online, but that alone does not make the accusations true. In the end, the larger issue goes beyond one celebrity. The real question involves the system that allowed Epstein to move freely among powerful circles for so many years. People want to understand how such crimes could happen and why accountability has been so limited. Until more complete information becomes public, speculation will likely continue. The demand for transparency and truth remains strong, and many believe the full story has still not been told. For now, the Epstein files remain only partially revealed, leaving the world with unanswered questions and a long list of mysteries that may take years to fully understand.